Hello and welcome to Eye on Africa. I'm Clarisse Fortuné, coming up on the program. 6 days after the coordinated attacks across Mali, Islamist fighters and separatist rebels take more territory. The army and its Russian mercenary allies surrendered the strategic Tessalit military base near the Algerian border. Former President Joseph Kabila hits back at US accusation he's backing rebel fighters, saying they are politically motivated. Kabila's assets in the United States have now been frozen. And Gabon is the guest of honor at the Anoumabo Urban Music Festival in Abidjan. Around 20 artists are set to perform on this Ivorian stage, from major continental stars to local talent, for a series of concerts open to all. Mali's army has withdrawn from a key northern stronghold after armed groups moved in on the base near the Algerian border. Tuareg separatists fighting alongside jihadists linked to al-Qaeda are calling for the overthrow of the ruling junta and say they've begun blockading the capital Bamako. Neighboring Niger, meanwhile, says the counter-jihadist coalition with Mali and Burkina Faso is striking back. Jenny Shin has more.
This video shows armed rebels driving through the northern Malian town of Tessalit after the army and Russian paramilitaries surrendered a key military stronghold. Tessalit serves as a strategic base due to its geographical location near the Algerian border, and had hosted Malian troops and housed substantial military equipment. It's the latest push by the Tuareg-dominated rebel group, the FLA, and jihadists from the al-Qaeda-linked group Jainim as they wage a united front to bring down the junta that has run Mali since 2020. In a statement issued on Thursday, the groups called on Malians to rise up.
We call upon all sincere patriots without exception to rise up and unite. Overthrowing the junta is not enough. We must together prevent any chaotic vacuum that would plunge our nation into total collapse.
Jainim and the FLA have begun restricting access to the capital, Bamako, establishing checkpoints on several major arteries leading to the city, and have threatened a total blockade. It comes a week after the groups launched the largest insurgency against the junta in over a decade. Bases throughout Mali were hit in the attacks, which killed the country's defense minister and led to the seizure of the northern town of Kidal. Neighboring Niger, meanwhile, says the counter-jihadist coalition with Mali and Burkina Faso is striking back with what it called an intense air campaign.
Former DRC President Joseph Kabila has condemned US sanctions against him, calling them politically motivated and baseless. Washington accuses him of supporting Rwanda-backed M23 rebels in eastern Congo. Kinshasa has welcomed the move, calling it a step toward accountability. Emma Livingston reports from Kinshasa.
The US said it was sanctioning former Congolese President Joseph Kabila for providing financial support to the AFC, which is the political arm of the M23 rebels. On Thursday night, the US Treasury announced its sanctions on Kabila, whom it said was trying to destabilize the country and regain political power. Washington said that these sanctions support the US-brokered peace deal between Congo and Rwanda, which ultimately is hoped to end the M23 conflict. Congo thanked the Trump administration, but Kabila's political party said on Friday that the sanctions are politically motivated.
We say that the Americans are after the country's wealth. They're in talks with the Congolese government. Everything is being negotiated at their level today. They want to please the Congolese government, which has given everything to the American administration, and we understand all of that. But we ask ourselves the question, are these sanctions likely to contribute to the peace sought by the Congolese people today? All opponents, all political and social forces in the Democratic Republic of the Congo seek peace, and we believe that peace will not come through force. Peace will come only through dialogue, a sincere, inclusive dialogue between the sons and daughters of Congo.
Congo's government has long seen Kabila as a supporter of the rebels. Last year, a military court sentenced Kabila to death in absentia for treason. The government also banned his political party. The American sanctions come as the US and Congo are forging closer ties. In December, the two countries signed an economic deal which gives American companies preferential access to Congolese mines.
Emmett Livingston reporting there from Kinshasa. Now to Ivory Coast, where the Anoumabo Urban Music Festival is in full swing in Abidjan for its 18th edition. Led by the group Magic System, this must-attend African music event once again brings together major stars from Youssou N'Dour to Black M, as well as Fatoumata Diawara, blending concerts, social engagement, and a special focus on Gabon. Over 100,000 attendees are expected over the course of the weekend. Among them, our own Clémence Valère, and she sent this.
Abidjan's annual cultural rendezvous is back, and the city is excited for the concerts to kick off Friday evening. Some 100 artists are expected to take to the big stage behind me, as well as the little stage over the course of the weekend, with 100,000 attendees also expected on the site here in Anoumabo. Now, this year is a very special edition, as the FEMURA marks its 18th anniversary. It's coming of age, really. Over the course of the last 2 decades, the festival has managed to really establish itself on the African cultural and musical scene, and it's always trying to do things bigger, better, and add always something new. This year, what's new on the roster? It's the FEMURA Comedy Club, which gathered a dozen or so artists from across Western and Central Africa in a bid to unite laughter and music together. 2 facets that are extremely important to Ivorian culture, fully embodying the art of s'enjailler, as they say, or to have fun. Now, on the social side, there's always a theme that drives it every year, and this year, in the era of rapidly developing AI, the organizers decided to address the challenges, opportunities, and possible threats it could have on the continent, addressing the youth on how important it is to educate yourself when facing the new digital frontier.
We know what AI brings to us in our daily lives and in our work, so there's a global transformation taking place. We must embrace artificial intelligence and turn it into an opportunity, because I believe that even for those of us in the music industry, we find that many opportunities are opening up for us to develop our talents, to refine our musical activities, but it must also be said that if AI is misused, it becomes a danger.
And of course, one of the hallmarks of the festival is nominating a country as guest of honor. Now, this year, the privilege falls to Gabon, who did not hesitate to step up to honor the blue, yellow, and green. Artisans, dancers, musicians, chefs all came to Abidjan this year to really showcase Gabonese culture and the Gabonese arts and traditions. And of course, representing Gabon in all its glory, l'oiseau rare, or rare bird, a rising star in Gabon in rap, who will be taken to the stage on Saturday.
À cause du téléphone, dépasse, oh, c'est pas bon. Le col que tu veux, bam, c'est pour Inaya. Et quand c'est Jackie bon qui le gaz, la Kawashao, je ne veux pas qu'on vienne te showtime devant moi.
And he won't be alone on that stage, as every year the FEMURA prides itself in inviting and gathering heavyweights from across the African musical scene. And this year is no different. Festival goers can expect a truly star-studded lineup with Zoblazo pioneer from Ivory Coast, Mewe, the king of Mbalak himself, Youssou N'Dour, and the Afro-folk sensation from Mali, Fatoumata Diawara, who was able to make it to the concert despite the troubles currently facing Mali at this time.
I cried and I took to social media with my tears to express my pain. We are on the front lines defending peace. I dream and pray to the Lord that peace will return to my country, my beloved country.
Many more events are programmed over the weekend, including a masterclass presided by Ivorian rap sensation Didi B, and the, of course, unmissable FEMURA Traditions, which is a moment to showcase traditional music, songs, and dance, really highlighting the importance of keeping traditions alive in an ever-evolving world.
That's the end of this edition, but to stay in the groove, we'll leave you with the Malian artist Fatoumata Diawara singing Jani. Thank you for watching.
Te Hello, in this Europe Rendezvous, it's your turn to shine. Get on your smartphones, tablets, and cameras and take part in our big video competition about Europe here on France 24. If you're interested in the EU and you're either a high school pupil or a university student or a journalism school trainee, then this video competition is for you. You can choose one of two topics, either EU cohesion policy, look up what that is, or fake news about the European Parliament. Sign up on our platform and send us your videos before May the 4th. They should be between 1 and 4 minutes long. And the winning 6 videos will get major exposure on Europe Rendezvous here on France 24. On your marks, get set, go.
To understand the world, you need to be immersed in it. From Jakarta to Beirut, by way of Kinshasa, Kyiv and Washington, France 24 correspondents are everywhere. 200 correspondents living near you. Their mission? Keeping you informed wherever you are in the world at all times. Objective, reliable, trustworthy, independent information. Checking facts, exposing fake news. France 24. We're here, there, and everywhere. Keeping you informed.